Hello, friends. This is live designer Biji Tushar, and yes, today I have come specially live to enable young people to learn how to overcome heartbreaks. Heartbreak. It's one of the things that every young person, every teenager, and even adults are scared of. So, heartbreaks are surely very painful, and it's like literally tears you apart, and you're totally lost. You're down. You do not know what is to be done. And one of the things that most people do is if they have got a heartbreak and they do not know how to come out of this overwhelming feeling of sorrow, they tend to latch on to addictions. Another addiction that is about cigarettes, alcohol, different people, or any other vices. Well, this is a natural way in which a heartbreak proceeds. Now, why is it so painful? Because you've been with somebody for a particular period of time. Maybe it's 1 month, maybe it's 2 months, maybe it's 1 year, maybe it's 10 years, maybe it's 15 years, maybe it's 16 years. I've had clients who have had to overcome their heartbreaks for when they were in a relationship for more than 16 years. So that's the highest that somebody has gone through. And it is painful, yes. I agree it is painful because, uh, well, we all have, right? Even as a child, I have gone through a heartbreak, and I know even when it is, and it was during Navratri time, Navratri just got over. So the beats of the dhol, whenever I hear that, I still feel that palpitations and anxiety. So sometimes what we do if you're not able to overcome a heartbreak is that we tend to relive those heartbreaks again and again. This is on an emotional side, but if you look at it from a practical point of view or from a logical point of view, what are you doing in a heartbreak? You're in fact breaking even more into pieces which shatter your entire life. On a practical side, is it worth it? Is that person who, for whatever reasons, good or bad, decides to move on, is that person worth your time, your energy, your feelings, and the miserable state that you are in? Well, you need to understand that the rejection is not of you. So, first and foremost, the rejection comes because of some issues which could seem to be related to you. But if you're not able to be in a relationship with somebody, there are a few things that you need to look into your own self. The reason for heartbreaks is that we are all people who are different. We have multiple personalities. The way we think is different. Our experiences are different. The backgrounds from where we have come is different. And the exposures that we have had is different. The upbringing that we have had is different. So it is not possible that you get someone as a partner who agrees with everything that you like, or who does everything that you like, or who has the same kind of values, who has the same kind of desires, dreams, who has the same kind of ethics. Not necessary, because people are diverse, and it is this diversity which has to be cherished along with enjoying the similarities. And this no school teaches, this nobody tells us. People are different, they need not be difficult. So how do you accept this difference? That's a kind of work that you need to do to have a good relationship. So, what happens when you're broken from inside? Well, those broken pieces can be arranged in a different way, And when that arrangement comes out as a masterpiece, you understand that you have a wonderful design within you and you create a masterpiece. Let me give you an example of it. There was this student of mine who was in love with a girl in his class, and he really was into her totally. She was into him, and they both were very devoted to one another. As their love started affecting the studies, obviously, because you wouldn't want to take the book when you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, right? So when they started, uh, you know, getting their mind off their studies, it came to the notice of their parents, and they realized that there were a lot of issues happening, and they were supposed to be separated. The girl got scared, and she decided not to meet him. Well, the boy was feeling very morose. He tried approaching her, but she would not meet him, and he was totally down. And that's when we spoke, and I realized that he had a spark of singing within him, and he had started writing. So I said, "Why don't you write songs for her?" And then he started focusing on writing songs for her, focusing on his singing skills, got himself trained, and today he's an established singer. And yes, those songs have helped him to make millions. So I would say encash on your breakup. Breakup is the best time for you to explore probably the talents which you have not explored for so long. Yes. Initially, it will be difficult to, come onto the practical aspect of heartbreak. But in the initial stages, what you can do is allow yourself to cry as much as you want, as many buckets of tears that you want to pour into, pour, and allow yourself to go through that pain, go through that heartbreak, so that all the emotions will go outside you. You don't want anything, even a trace of emotional hurt inside your body, because that is going to become a blockage. So focus more on what you're eating, focus more on what you're eating, take charge of yourself, find out what talents you have, speak to people. Please do not remain confined to your room. Speak to people, go out with people, check out, what are the